So welcome my dear students, I am Ravi Shankar. So in this video, as I told in the last video, you will going through one of the problems that is available in your book. The problem is an example problem and it is the problem number 4.7 available in the page number 217. I have given the problem here just to go through that problem. The magnetic flux passes perpendicular to the plane of the circuit and directed into the paper. That is given by the crosses. So when you are representing the magnetic field in the form of a crosses, then it is said that it is acting perpendicular to the paper and inwards. If the magnetic flux varies with respect to time is given by an equation phi b equal to 2t cube plus 3t square plus 8t plus 5 milliweber. What is the magnitude of the induced EMF in the loop when time t is equal to 3 seconds? That is the first one. And the second question is, find out the direction of the current through the circuit. Direction of the current through the circuit. So first of all, let us write what are the data given. So what are the data? See, the data given is first of all the flux available. The magnetic flux phi of B is equal to 2t cube plus 3t square plus 8t plus 5, and it is given in terms of milliweber. So I am writing it as 10 to the power of minus 3 Weber. Then what else it is given? See, what else it is given means the number of turns is not available. So let us leave it out. And it was being given time 3 seconds. You are asked to calculate the EMF first of all. And the second one, direction of current. Whether it is in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction with the help of the thumb rule, right hand thumb rule. Let us see. So how to solve this? In order to solve this, I am writing the formula for EMF, the first one. The induced EMF is in general given by the formula minus of d divided by dt of n into phi. N gives you the number of turns. N is equal to number of turns. Here number of turns is not at all mentioned. So let us consider it as 1. So how I can write here, the negative sign indicates the direction of EMF induced. The direction of EMF induced is opposite to change in flux. Opposite to, okay, direction of change in flux. Opposite to, let us say, direction of change in flux. Direction of change in flux. So the negative sign indicates the direction of, or we can say the negative sign is the consequence of Lenz's law. Or we can say like this, negative sign is the consequence of Lenz's law, which means the previous one. Okay. But what it is asked, see the magnitude of the EMF induced. If you are writing the magnitude of the EMF induced, then I have to write what? I have to write the magnitude means. Therefore, E equal to d divided by dt of, I am writing it as phi since n is equal to 1. Now simplifying by, first of all you substitute. So therefore the EMF induced is equal to d by dt of, what is phi? Already we have written, that is the value of phi is 2t cube, isn't it? 2t cube plus 3t square plus 8t plus 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3. You differentiate this equation with respect to time, you will get the answer then. So how to differentiate, or how you can how you will differentiate this? So EM of E equal to, when you are differentiating this, you can able to get 60 square plus 60 plus 8. Therefore, EMF induced into, okay, here I have left out one thing, isn't it? Into 10 power minus 3. So EMF induced at t is equal to 3 seconds. Substitute for t in this equation. E equal to 6 into 9. 3 square is 9. Plus 6 into 3. Plus 8. Multiply it with 10 power minus 3. So what will be the answer then? Simplifying. Say 9 into 6, 54. Plus 6 into 3, 18. Plus 8. Into 10 to the power of minus 3 volt. EMF represented in terms of volt. So add 58 plus 8, 26. Or we can say 8 plus 8, 16, 16 plus 4, 22, 7 plus 1, 8. 80 into 10 to the power of minus 3 volt. Or we can say it out as 80 millivolt is the amount of the EMF that was being induced. This is the answer. This is the first part. What is the second part? Asked the direction of the EMF or direction of the current. So let us consider the second part. The second part asked is direction of induced current. So how I can able to get the direction of the induced current? See, as time increases, what happens? As time increases, the flux linked with the loop also increases. See, as time increases, flux linked increases. Flux linked increases. Okay. The next one. As flux increases, the magnetic field developed. The magnetic field developed by the induced current or EMF. By the induced EMF or current opposes, isn't it? So decreases. So as the flux increases, the magnetic field developed by the induced current decreases the flux by acting in opposite side direction. By acting in opposite direction to the existing field. To the existing field. In what direction that existing field is available? The existing field is perpendicular to the paper and inwards. So the new magnetic field is acting perpendicular to paper or perpendicular to the board and outwards. If it is acting perpendicular to the board or perpendicular to the paper and outwards, what direction is the induced current? You apply the right hand thumb rule. The thumb gives you the direction of the magnetic field, perpendicular and outwards. So the direction of the induced current is in anti-clockwise direction and outwards. So using right hand thumb rule, the direction of induced current is in anti-clockwise direction. Hope you should have understood this. This is what we are taking or calling it out as the second concept. Okay, hope you should have understood this. The next concept is considered to be the motional EMF, or otherwise called to be the Lorentz force. That we shall see it in our next class. Until then, thank you.